Oh boy, am I mad. Aren't you mad? I support the black community. Let's watch this.
Oh, Donald Trump is so racist that as president, he did this for this young man. Just watch and listen.
Hello, President Trump. I would like to ask you to please release my dad from prison. I know that he made a huge mistake, and he really looks back on his mistake and regrets it, and I feel like he'll never do it again. My dad's been in my life ever since I was young. We have a great relationship. He's been helping me every step of the way. He helps me and my friends. He taught me right from wrong. He does a lot for me that some parents don't even do, and he's incarcerated. So I would just please want you to release my father from prison. Thank you.
This moment was 16 years in the making. Charles Duke Tanner embracing his 18-year-old son.
Boy, man.
Tanner, who is 38, grew up in Gary, Indiana. He was an undefeated light heavyweight boxer and hoped to go pro. He had never been arrested until he was accused of leading a local gang that sold drugs. He was convicted in 2006 of conspiracy to distribute. Tanner received 2 life sentences that was eventually reduced to 1.
First and foremost, I want to give all the praise and glory to God. Thank you for hearing me. But President Trump, I just want to thank you for giving me a second chance and believing in me and reading my petition. I'm just so thankful. It's just 20 years ago, I fought at the Trump Casino, and now you signed to give me clemency. First, I didn't know it was real until I was able to green and touch this little guy right here. I left him when he was 2 years old, President Trump. You reunited me back to my family. I lost my mother and my father, but I got him. And this is what I live for. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, all praise and glory go to God. Thank you.
My name is Charles Duke Tanner, and I was sentenced to a double life sentence for my first arrest for a nonviolent drug offense in 2004. I lost all my appeals, and I was denied clemency by the Obama administration. It took 16 plus years before President Trump granted my clemency and allowed me to go home in 2020. I was a part of a broken and unjust system. And now it hurts me to the core to see the same system going after a former president. This is what blacks been going through since day one. If we allow this to happen to the former president, we can only imagine what's going to happen to the rest of the country. Please stand up now if you have a voice, and let's fight against this. God bless you all. Thank you.
Okay, let me get this straight. He was denied clemency by this one. This one granted him clemency, but he is racist and he is bad for minority and for this country. It's 2024, and with all due respect, if you still believe that Donald Trump is bad for this country, you've been brainwashed and you need to wake up. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. What a beautiful story. God bless you. Catch you on the next one. Trump 2024.
All right, right now you're feeling a little bit like you're a victim of clickbait. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I had to design this video so you look at it because you're kind of in an echo chamber. You're going around trying to find things about President Trump being a racist because that supports your point of view. But it's important to be open, and I give you credit. If you're actually still here and you're listening to me, then you've got an open mind. 87% of the black community voted for Joe Biden.
Just a week ago yesterday was the 3rd anniversary of the events in Charlottesville. Close your eyes. Remember what you saw on television. Remember seeing those neo-Nazis and Klansmen and white supremacists coming out of fields with lighted torches, veins bulging, spewing the same anti-Semitic bile heard across Europe in the 30s. Remember the violent clash that ensued between those spreading hate and those with the courage to stand against it. And remember what the president said when asked? He said there were, quote, very fine people on both sides. It was a wake-up call for us as a country, and for me, a call to action. At that moment, I knew I'd have to run, because my father taught us that silence was complicity, and I could never remain silent or complicit. At the time, I said we're in the battle for the soul of this nation. And we are. You know, one of the most important conversations I've had this entire campaign, it was with someone who was much too young to vote. I met with 6-year-old Gianna Floyd the day before her daddy, George Floyd, was laid to rest. She's an incredibly brave little girl. And I'll never forget it. When I leaned down to speak to her, she looked in my eyes and she said, and I quote, "Daddy changed the world. Daddy changed the world." Her words burrowed deep into my heart. Maybe George Floyd's murder was a breaking point. Maybe John Lewis is passing the inspiration. But however it's come to be, however it's happened, America's ready, in John's words, to lay down, quote, "the heavy burden of hate at last," and to end the hard work of rooting out our systemic racism. You know, American history tells us that it's been in our darkest moments that we've made our greatest progress, that we found the light. In this dark moment, I believe we're poised to make great progress again.
Let me repeat that. 87% of the black community in 2020 voted for a known racist, Joe Biden. 3 strikes rule. Don't want his kids to go to a jungle. I'm quoting him, okay? When it's mixed race, jungle. You'd think he's talking about white people when he mentions jungle. This is Joe Biden. This is who you most likely voted for. Don't do it again. President Trump loves black people. We know that. We're kind of in our own echo chambers too, but we have to reach out to each other. We have to look into what is real. Support the truth tellers. Support the people that are sharing it. Getting kind of big on X, really enjoying it. You can speak the truth there. So I invite you to join us there on X. There's a lot of great people, a lot of sharing, a lot of love. We have some hate too, but it's everywhere. This is William Wieting reporting about Joe Biden and Obama are racist and President Trump is not. Thank you for watching.